Hello people of the internet, Sam here. Thanks for dropping by and welcome to day 2 of Vlogmas. So in the stores, I've noticed that there are quite a few different brands of vegan eggnogs, so I thought it would be a good idea to try all of them that I've seen here in Athens and kind of give my little review of them. So I went to the stores today and I got 4 different brands: Califia, So Delicious, Silk, and Trader Joe's. And I've had the So Delicious one before, but I've not had the other 3 brands, so those will be a surprise. But the only thing I remember about the So Delicious one is that it was so sweet that I could only have like a little bit at a time before like getting sick. But I noticed that some of the other brands I bought have like half the sugar in them, so it'll be interesting to see if it's the same way, if it's still too sweet, or if it hits the balance right. So let's get started with the one that I've already tried, which is So Delicious. And I'll have to say, of the 4 brands, this has to be my favorite packaging design. I just think it is so pretty with the way that it is laid out, kind of like a drawing on it. So that's kind of a side note. Okay. So another thing about the So Delicious brand, besides it being very sweet, it's also very creamy. It is thicker than like your regular plant-based milks that you typically see, especially with coconut milk. Typically that's kind of a thinner one, but this coconut milk is a bit thicker. I will correct it here if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's because of the guar gum that is part of it. They've kind of put some thickeners in it to make it more of that like thicker eggnog, but yeah, I really like it. And for those of you who are curious, here are the nutrition facts that you can see on the bottle. Alright, now let's move on to Trader Joe's, which I have to say, this design is also very cute because it's a little almond with a little scarf, and I think that's adorable. So it also gets bonus points for packaging design. Even though that doesn't affect the taste at all, it just adds to the experience. I like nice packaging. Alright, first pouring it, one thing I noticed is that it is a very consistent color, whereas with the So Delicious there was kind of a second color also going on with it, which may be the nutmeg that they included. Now this one is not coconut milk, it is almond milk based. This definitely tastes more like a flavored almond beverage rather than like an actual vegan nog, which kind of makes sense based on the packaging and how they market it, but I'm not as crazy about it. It's still pretty good. I will say it's not as creamy, and there's definitely that base like almond milk flavor. There's not as much of the eggnog flavor with it, but it is still decent. I don't hate it. I wouldn't buy it again, but it's alright. I would drink it at a party or whatever. Alright, next up is Silk, which this is a soy milk nog. I didn't notice this when out at the stores, but I'm hitting all of the major plant-based milks, so that's cool. And with Silk, I am fairly certain I haven't tried it before, but I'm not certain because it only comes like once a year, and so it's been at least a year since I would have had the chance. But let's try it now. We're back to the really sweet again. And this is also a thicker beverage. It's creamier than the Trader Joe's one, but not quite as creamy as the So Delicious. Flavor-wise, I think I like this one the best so far. It's pretty sweet, but it's not as sweet as So Delicious. Even though per serving there's only a few less grams, but you can definitely taste the difference. And then also the way that they flavored it with the spices and flavors and everything, I like that mixture a lot more. So far, Silk is my favorite, I think. But I have one more that I'm going to try, and this one I know for sure I haven't had before. It's Califia, which they are more well known for their vegan pumpkin spice lattes that come out in the fall. But they also have holiday nog, and this is in almond milk. Alright, let's try our last one. Oh wow, I don't know what I'm tasting. Something that's different from the others. So 2 things I noticed that are different. One, they're using fruit and vegetable juice for coloring the beverage. Also, ginger is one of the ingredients, which I didn't see ginger in the ingredients for any of the others. Okay, yeah, so I'm not sure which of the 2. I feel like it's the fruit and vegetable juice that I'm tasting, because I feel like the ginger would kind of add to like the spice of it, but that's not it. It's very much detracting from those flavors. So unfortunately, I ended with the one that I like the least. I have to admit that I haven't been terribly impressed with Califia Farms, with the pumpkin spice latte or with this one, as you can see, especially considering like the hype that I've heard about it. But again, that could very much be like a personal palate thing, because there are other people who absolutely loved the pumpkin spice latte beverage. I'm sure there are people who love this holiday beverage, but I'm just not one of them. So if I were to rank these 4, I would say that Silk is my favorite, followed by So Delicious, then Trader Joe's, and then finally Califia. But all of them are fairly good. Even the Califia one, it's just very different. It's not bad, but I like all of them, especially the first 3 that I named off. Those are definitely very good. And yeah, I think it's awesome that there are 4 different vegan eggnogs. This is such a very like specific thing that I'm very surprised that there's so many different brands that have their own version of eggnog. So I think that's really cool that, and the stores are carrying all of them as well, which I think that's cool. Granted, I did have to go to a few different stores, but they're all here. But yeah, if you are someone who enjoys eggnog flavor, I would definitely suggest giving 1 or 2 of these a try, see which one you like the best. And if you are feeling creative and want to experiment in the kitchen, I'm also going to leave a couple of recipes down below to make your own vegan eggnog, because I haven't tried that before, but I think that would probably be the best way of doing it, so that you can put the spices in you like, the amount of sweetener that you like, all that good stuff. So yeah, that is all for now. Till the next video, I hope you have a joyful, restful holiday season, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!